Hi everyone, my name is Eric Schurter, and I'm the product manager for the editor group, which is part of the create stage of the DevOps lifecycle here at GitLab. And I want to talk to you a little bit about what we're working on for the 13.11 milestone. It'll be a quick one because actually this milestone is somewhat unique. We don't have a lot of issues that we plan to ship in 13.11, but we are making a lot of progress on three specific larger initiatives that we hope to ship for 14.0. So that'll be the subsequent release, and I'll highlight some of them here, but you're going to see a lot of progress over the next two milestones on these areas. As always, I'll link to the planning issue in the video description so you can take a look and provide feedback or ask questions on any of these issues and epics. And without further ado, I will talk a little bit about our settings and navigation work. So we have identified through many months of research and lots of solution validation from the design team, some actionable next steps for our top navigation improvements. For 14.0, we're really aiming to simplify the global navigation by consolidating the menu into a single dropdown. And this dropdown will bring together the projects, groups, and all the stuff that's in the More section into a consolidated menu and drop down that will encompass the same functionality and give you all the same links. So it actually shouldn't change much about how you interact with the menus in GitLab, but hopefully put them all in a place that's easier to find and easier to discover some of these instance level features like environments and operations and security and analytics, things that are in the More menu now that don't always get discovered. So we're going to be making some major strides in 13.11, but looking to roll this out in 14.0. Since it's a fairly large change, we think it's appropriate. Of course, I will be back in the next kickoff meeting to discuss our progress and what we have planned for 14.0. Similarly, we've been gathering information about the architecture and usability of the left navigation. So alongside here, we have a few actionable insights that are coming from research. First of all, things like this pattern here where you can click on the top parent item, and there's also a list view. We're trying to simplify that and reduce some of the repetition that's apparent in the links there. We're also going to be looking at a large number of issues for improving the information architecture and breaking out some of the larger sections like on the project level, the operations menu. This is a coordinated effort across multiple stages, but we're kind of aiming for 14.0 to have a little more predictable and discoverable left navigation architecture. There's also some UI improvements and styling changes to aid scannability and the ability to kind of differentiate between these sections at first glance. So looking forward to that. Also in 14.0, we're laying the groundwork already and moving towards shipping that in the coming two milestones. And then the last is the content editor and wiki. So the content editor is what we're kind of rebranding this WYSIWYG rich text editor. And we're making early merge requests for the foundation of this already in 13.10. 13.11 will continue building out the MVC for using that visual markdown editor, the content editor, in editing markdown pages on the wiki. And that will be the target for our MVC, and more on that in the coming milestones. So very excited about this. Ideally, an editor that we can use everywhere that we edit markdown in GitLab, but primarily focused right now on getting the wiki editing experience up to date and improved so that we can dog food our own new editor. That's it for this release, and I appreciate your time. Again, feel free to ask any questions in the planning issue or in the related and linked epics and issues. I'll see you next milestone. Thanks.